Welcome to the Els van Laken Breakthrough Podcast.
Well, how many of you have already noticed that sometimes just by being yourself, you are triggering other people, maybe even in their own childhood traumas? And how many of you have noticed that other people sometimes trigger you in your childhood traumas and so are of influence on your business results? My name is Els van Laken and I coach entrepreneurs, coaches and companies in having trust within themselves, with each other, in life, in business. And so what I want to talk to you about today is how I cause trauma to other people. And one of the elements is that I am someone who is energetic, enthusiastic, and kind of atypical for where I'm living. I'm living in Belgium, in the Flemish part, and for some people it can be overwhelming. Now, if you look in this part of childhood trauma, you could say that by certain personalities can activate certain traumas or some trauma responses within your body. So what did I notice, for example, already through my enthusiasm, how I'm causing traumas, not that I'm causing traumas, but I'm reactivating certain traumas within certain people, or maybe some longings of certain people, and then they can get blocked or frustrated or maybe even afraid of me. So let's give a very clear example. So a couple of weeks ago, I was in an info session of the teacher of my daughter of the new school year, and so she was explaining everything very well, very structured lady. And so at the end, I thought it was a good idea to take a moment and to say, "Whoa, great," and give an applause. So the teacher was getting uncomfortable. "Oh, but that's normal, it's part of my job." And all the mothers, because they were mainly mothers and one father, they were all looking at me like, okay, not doing, and not anyone giving a certain applause. So then you could say in general, "Oh, but why are these people like that? They can also be more positive, etc." But what I noticed mainly the day after, when I was seeing certain mothers, the day after, they didn't look at me. They saw me and they were looking down. So I started reflecting on it. I said, okay, what can be happening here? Because in general, we do say hello to one another. And I was starting to realize that by being the wild, free woman that I am, enjoying the joy in life, enjoying having trust, expressing that trust and positive energy towards other people so that they can also benefit from it, can be also very confronting. It can trigger parts within someone else that they would like to open up, but there's still too much trauma or too much pain involved. So imagine that, for example, when you were a little child, most of us, we are all very enthusiastic as a child. We were not dull and numb. We were very energetic till the moment that our surroundings started, reduce the fire that was inside, or it is inside because it's still there. And then we start conforming ourselves because of what people are expecting from one another. And the culture within Europe is also very different. In certain countries, you will be stimulated to be energetic and enthusiastic and positive, and in others, you will be asked to quiet down, to calm down, to be shh. How many of you have heard that? To be shh. Maybe there is a wild man or woman inside of you that is so ready to scream and just to let him or her be seen, let her or him get out and be that enthusiastic person in your way. Because I'm a very expressive person, but you can also be very enthusiastic about things in an introvert way. All is good, all is well. But to activate again the life energy, the joy energy. And so I realized that by being in that joy, for most of the times, I'm not always there, but for being most of the times in joy, I also activate traumas within other people so that they go further away from me instead of coming closer and benefiting from the inside, so that they can also invite the joy also more into their lives. Yeah. So just realize that sometimes you will be activating certain traumas in other people and they will be activating traumas within yourself. And so it can have, of course, impact on your business results, because imagine that based on what I'm saying, I gave a private example, but we can say the same thing in business life. For example, I have a beautiful client which is super happy. I have a company, Els van Laken Breakthrough Academy, which focuses on coaches and entrepreneurs. And I have Yes to Trust towards organizations, big organizations. So I have a very big organization where I'm very proud of that I can work for. And we are like one of the two main coaching partners for one-on-one trajectories. And so at a certain moment, she said, yeah, Els, I would love to work with you, but for that person, you would probably be, how can I say it? And I said to her, don't hold yourself back. Just express it. You are okay as you are. This is my main rule and the main way of living. I'm okay, you're okay. And I really mean that. There is no judgment. So she said, yeah, maybe you can be then for that person a bit overwhelming, and I don't know if she's strong enough to handle that energy. And so if you would go then in a kind of blockage because someone is, you could say, disapproving of you or disapproving of your personality, or which is not the case, it just says it's not going to be a perfect match for that specific client, you would probably start maybe to go into freeze or to a certain panic, or you would feel rejected, or you would start defending yourself, or many of that kind of surviving mechanisms. And I could just say, oh, thank you for that input, and know that we have 8 coaches on which you can rely on, and they're all really, really good coaches. So I said, don't worry, I understand that. I'm more a good coach for someone who has also already a certain personality, the direction teams, so it's all good. And so we directly had another coach that is working with that lady, and it's working perfectly. But if I would have gone into my childhood trauma responses, being rejected, being not seen, being not heard, not felt, then I would have lost that business. So I'm wondering, let me know how this, or what is triggering you in this podcast. And please don't hesitate to let me know on hello at elsvanlaken.com or hello at yes2trust.com when you are a company that wants to work within trust within yourself or within your team or as a leader. Because I'm always welcome, or if you want to have a speaker on a certain subject, I'm always very welcome to have a talk. And for the ones who are listening to this before the 20th of October, you can also follow a masterclass at 7:30 p.m. Belgian time around how childhood traumas impact your business results. I'm looking forward to inspire you next time, and have an amazing day.
Thanks for your presence. Check out more inspiration on elsvanlaken.com and let's spread the positive energy together by sharing this podcast with your friends, family, and business partners. Do you want to contact us personally? That's possible. Just send us a mail on hello@elsvanlaken.com and we answer all mails personally. Talk to you soon.